kids, what time is it? Yes, sir, and all my boys and girls here in Doodyville, kids in Los Angeles, California, and all over the United States, let's go! It's Howdy Doody time. It's Howdy Doody time. Bob Smith and Howdy Doody. Say Howdy Doody. Let's get around here, 'cause Howdy Doody's here. It's time to start. Singing, kids. And now, boy, Buffalo Bob has some news for you. News about Mr. Bluster's topsy-turvy, dizzy, wild old contest. Oh, you're right, Howdy, and kids, I'm really sorry. But, well, the news is that I have to stop the contest today because there's definitely something fishy about it.
Yes, kids, it's not only that mystery word, a boggy-a-woo.
No, but it's the questions, too. Kids, do you realize that every Bluster question so far has ended up with Clarabelle and me getting squirted? Princess, there's some trick behind everything.
Yes, Buffalo Bob. The rules are fishy, the questions are fishy, and the... Wait a minute, Buffalo Bob.
Yeah?
The prizes... There's nothing fishy about those wonderful prizes for the kids.
Yeah, you're right. You saw the prizes. Did you see the prizes, kids?
Yeah.
The wonderful big grand piano and that big valuable refrigerator and they said that there's more prizes to come for the kids.
And think of the kids, Buffalo Bob. If you stop the contest, the kids won't be able to win any of the prizes.
Oh, I know, Princess, but I just don't like that. Oh, hi, Clarabelle. What do you think, Clarabelle? Oh, are you willing? You'd like to have the contest go on? You too, Princess.
Yes, Buffalo Bob.
Well, all right then, for the kids, I'll let the contest go on. But I'm going to insist that Mr. Phineas T. Bluster put in one of the rules of mine.
Contest time! Contest time!
More prizes!
Time!
Okay, Mr. Bluster, okay, the kids are ready, but now first,
I'll give you kiddies some more of the rules.
Yeah, more of the rules!
Well, good, because Buffalo Bob has a rule for you.
Oh?
Yes, and right now, Phineas T. Bluster.
What is it, Buffalo Banana Nose?
What?
Buffalo banana nose!
All right, it's this, Mr. Phineas T. Fluster.
What?
Sir Mustard.
Oh! Quiet, hot dog!
No. Dilly, quiet.
Quiet, dilly dooley.
Quiet, dilly-dally!
All right, now look, here's my rule. I will let the contest go on only if you promise that Clarabelle and I will never again be squirted by another one of your questions. I'm sick and tired of getting a squirt bath as if I were an elephant.
You're not far from it.
Buffalo elephant!
Now, dilly-dally. Well, come on, what do you say, Mr. Bluster?
Well, okay.
All right.
Okay, Buffalo Bob. Sarah Bell and Thunder Chicken won't squirt you anymore, I promise.
Okay.
And when I promise, I keep my word.
All right, now
You know
tell the kids the new rules. And you better review the old rules, Mr. Bluster, so the kids at home can be completely up to date.
Oh, fine, Howdy. Well, rule number 1. Any kid from 2 to 15 can enter my contest except my nephew, and also there'll be no aboggy-woos. Quiet, Dilly! Now, number 2. Nobody is allowed to ask me what an aboggy-wood is.
Oh, quiet, Dilly.
Number 3. Nobody is allowed to say the contest is fishy.
No, fishy, wishy, wishy. Herring, pickerel, sardine, salmon, mackerel.
Quiet, Dilly!
Porky and
Now, the new rules, kids.
Now, rule number 4. How to send in your answers.
Oh, good. Now, listen carefully, kids.
Yes, and now, kiddies, keep writing your answers down each day. But don't send them to me until next week, after I've given you all the questions.
Yep.
That's right, kids. Wait a few days until you hear all 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
But, Mr. Bluster, you can still give the kids the address now.
Oh, glad to, Howdy. Kiddies, write this little old address down.
Oh, say, this is very important, kids. Say, do you have a piece of paper?
Well,
pencil,
just
something?
this little piece, Buffalo Bob.
Oh, this is big enough because, well, you know, these addresses for contest rules are usually small. Something like Bluster Contest Box 123 or something, and
That's
then
right.
some cities, see? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Bluster. Now, kids, this is what we've been waiting for, so be sure you write it down. What's the address? Go ahead, Phineas, go ahead.
This won't take a second. Kiddies, when you have all the answers, you take an envelope and, dear me, I almost forgot. Kiddies, the envelope must be of a certain kind. It must be round and small, exactly like this. There it is. See? Now, something else. The outside of the envelope must be light yellow, but the whole inside of the envelope must be black. Except, of course, on the very top where the glue is. Yeah. Now, I'll explain that later, but now...
Now, wait just a minute here, Mr. Bluster. This is
what is it?
cuckoo.
What's cuckoo?
You
What's
mean
the matter?
the kids have to use envelopes with the yellow front
Yes, as I explained.
and a black inside
That's correct. What's the matter? Perfectly all right.
and a round envelope?
Yeah, round envelope, of course. Round
I
envelope.
never saw any kind of envelope like this before. I don't understand
Shows
the
your
whole...
ignorance.
Well, I don't understand the whole thing. It just doesn't make
The
sense.
rules, Buffalo Bob, is the rules. We gotta go by the rules, you know. Must abide by
Yeah,
the
all
rules.
right, all right.
Nothing
But
I can do
what
about it.
difference does it make what kind of envelopes the kid uses?
Oh, it definitely does. It
It's
makes a
the
big difference.
answers that's important and
Oh,
the
no.
addresses.
It's the rules.
Well, they could even use postcards.
Postcards? Oh, my, no, that'll never do. Oh, we can't have postcards. Not allowed. Definitely not allowed.
Look, I still say the answers and the addresses are the important
Well,
thing.
coming to them right now. Kiddies, there are... Now, here is the question that you have to do and the answer that you have to write down.
What? Oh. I suppose you have to write the
You have
answers
to write down
on a round
five
piece of paper so it'll fit into the round envelope.
No, Buffalo Bob, you're
Oh.
wrong. You're not listening to me.
Oh.
Now listen closely. You see the cute little old stamp there?
Yeah,
Good. Well, you write your answers under the stamp.
under the stamp.
That's right.
Under the stamp?
Yes, under the stamp.
You mean 5 big answers you have to write under a stamp?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. And you have to write them with this kind of crayon.
Well, kids, a giant crayon.
That's right.
Mr. Bluster, it's absolutely impossible to write 5
Oh, yes,
answers.
yes. And you have to write the answers to these questions in the following manner. Now, the first question you have to write with a blue crayon.
A blue crayon, yeah, I got it.
Second with a red crayon.
Yeah.
The
What?
third?
Wait a minute. A red crayon, yeah?
Third with the brown.
Brown.
The fourth with the fourth is orange.
Nearly forgot, didn't you?
Yes, I almost forgot.
Yeah, orange, yeah.
Keep going because we're wasting electricity.
Yeah, I know it. And then what?
And the fifth one with peppermint.
Peppermint, I see. Peppermint.
That's
A
right.
peppermint crayon.
Yes, peppermint crayon.
It's... Oh, this is ridiculous.
And now the address. The address.
But, Mr. Bluster, the whole peppermint. Who heard
Buffalo
of
Bob.
Yes.
Quiet!
Okay.
What do you want to do? Spoil the entire contest for the kids?
I'm sorry. Go give me the address.
All right. The address, kiddies.
Yes.
And I can't repeat it, so you have to listen closely.
I'm writing in peppermint.
Yes.
Write down the address now, kids. Here comes the address. You can only say it once. No repeats. Come on, here comes the little box number. Go ahead, go ahead.
Right. Send your envelope to
Yeah.
Bluster's Contest.
Bluster's Contest.
That's what I said.
Box number?
Box number 467-325-84317.
467-325-84317.
No. Box number 467-325-84317.
Oh.
You have
I
to listen
see.
closely.
Yeah, what city?
Care of the judge at box 111-13-467.5W, HMS Queen Mary.
I see. No, now wait a minute. Another box number, Mr. Bluster. It doesn't make sense. This whole thing, you
Of
should
course
only...
it makes sense. Now stop. You're interrupting me.
Oh.
Care of contest editor, room 14, Sahara Desert, Murray Hill 1, 9876, Bigelow.
Bigelow. Bigelow? Now wait a minute. This whole thing is... Mr. Bluster, I think there's something fishy about this address. I never heard of an address before like it. Why, anybody
No,
would
you
know
never.
that
Quiet, Buffalo Bob! I'm not finished. And you're spoiling the contest for the kiddies. I little respect for the kiddies.
I lost my head.
Well,
Go ahead.
care of Dead Letter, Cheap Thunder Chicken, Dead Letter Office, Fleet, Post Office, San Francisco, Army, Post Office, APO, 4222, Headquarters, Artillery Battalion, 17th Army, 16th Division, 15th Squadron, 14th Platoon, care of Sarah Bell, General Delivery, Dead Letter Office.
Dead letter. No, wait a minute. This whole thing is silly.
What do you mean?
You can't fit all that on this little bitsy-itsy envelope.
Interrupting,
Kids,
Buffalo
there must be something
Bob.
fishy about this whole thing.
You're interrupting.
Peppermint.
Now,
I know.
care of Box,
more.
Box A through Z, Middle Village, Cleveland 6, St. Louis 7, Philadelphia 4, New York 3, Dodgers 2, home runs by Jackie Robinson with one man on base. Care of Boston 1, Pennsylvania.
Pencil down. Now, wait a minute.
Buffalo Bobsy.
All right. Forget it. Kids, that does it.
Does what?
Kids, there's no sense in my even saying this.
Saying what? You generally don't make sense. What?
Kids, you know as well as I know right now, the whole Bluster contest is a fishy, phony fake.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, that address proves it, Phineas.
Oh, blah, blah, blah,
Nobody could have written down all that on a little small round envelope. Kids,
Who's
Phineas
that?
has just enjoyed a big joke at our expense. He actually had no contest at all.
How can you say such a dastardly thing?
Phineas,
What?
I think that people can be sent to jail for trying to fool the public that way.
What are you, a lawyer? What are you, a big lawyer?
No,
You're sending me
but-
to jail now?
You're an old man, and I'll let you off easy.
Oh, now you're a judge. You're letting me off easy.
Look, we'll leave it this way.
Leave it what way? Leave it the way I am.
You are never again allowed to come into the Doodyville clubhouse again the rest of your life, or even after if you live that long. Ah.
Buffalo Bob, has it ever entered your mind that I still have 3 questions to give the kiddies? And all the prizes?
All right, look, the joke is over.
What
It's
joke?
all over, Phineas. Do you understand English?
Glad
Joke's
it's
over.
Joke's over.
Look, you fixed things so no one could enter the contest.
Who said so?
All right, it was very funny. Ha, 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 but it's all over.
Oh, sawhead. You're just a big
Look,
sawhead.
no, Buffalo Bob, look!
Yeah, Princess, what happened? What?
When the address started getting long, our genius clown Clarabelle grabbed a roll of shelf paper, and he did write the whole thing down.
Kids, that's great. Look here. Well, I can't believe it. That's sensational, Clarabelle. That's
Right,
wonderful.
look,
Here's the whole address. APO, nice.
Make way, more prizes. Here's some more prizes, Buffalo Bob. Look. Look what the new prizes are.
What kids? Sure. Here's my other Buffalo Bob suits.
And Buffalo Bob, look. Here's my other ceremonial clothes. Wonderful.
And here's Clarabelle's other television pajamas. Well, these are all the things that we had to put into the goofus.
Yeah, good thing. All right, put them back here. All right, put them back. I got to take care of them.
Okay.
I'm going to take good care of them. Okay.
Here's the prize.
Oh, Buffalo Bob, this means we have a chance to get them back.
Hey, that's right. Sure. Because, you know, well, whichever kid wins the piano and the refrigerator, well, the kid will keep those, but from the kid who wins the contest, we can buy back all the clothes from him.
Why, sure, Buffalo Bob. It's our
Yeah.
only chance to get our valuable clothes back. So please don't stop the contest, Buffalo Bob, please.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, we do have the address now, don't we?
Sure.
Yeah, but how will we ever get this whole address on that envelope? Oh, jumping giraffes, kids. Boy, I've got it. Yeah? Oh, don't ask me now, Buffalo Bob, but, oh, Wally boy, please let the contest go on. Apologize to Mr. Bluster. Do anything, but don't stop the contest now. Oh, boy, and kids. Oh, if you only knew the idea that I thought of, why, kids, this contest is going to end in a way that'll surprise even Mr. Phineas T. Bluster.
Oh, kids. I wonder what Howdy's wonderful idea is. Gee, I'm just dying to know, but isn't it wonderful? We can get all our clothes back, the things that we had to put in the goofus. My costumes and Buffalo
that's
Bob.
the way to do it, Buffalo Bob. Oh, boy, you made a perfect score with a snap-a-wink that time. Yeah, Howdy, and say, you know something, kids? That makes me a real howdy-doody expert, doesn't it, Howdy? It sure does. And kids, you can find out whether you're a flub-a-dub or a dilly-dally or a Clarabelle ringer or a real howdy-doody expert when you get your snap-a-wink from your pal parrot shoe dealer. Boy, kids, this is a wonderful new game. and you can be the first kid in your neighborhood to have one. Kids, believe me, you'll have lots and lots of fun this spring playing Snap-A-Wink. And kids, you can get this keen new game when you get your keen new Pal Parrot shoes. And boy, what swell styles your Pal Parrot dealer is featuring this month. Oh, you're so right, Howdy. Kids, look there. There is Rosalie, a patent leather slipper with a flat bow that's a real charmer. And then comes Charmin, the clever slipper with the intertwined strap. And for boys, there's the Emery, a rugged Oxford with nylon mesh inserts. And there's my summer play shoe. Kids, it's called Tenny, a wonderful canvas shoe with a one-piece molded sole and special cushions for heel and arch. And kids, you can always be sure when you get Pal Parrot shoes because Pal Parrots are pre-tested on real boys and girls. So we know they'll look better and wear better and feel better, too. Yes, sir, Howdy. And I made it. Say, kids, you remember now, when you get your Pal Parrot shoes, you get your Howdy Doody Snap-A-Wink game, too.
Well, kids, I sure wish I knew what Howdy's sensational idea is. I can't even guess.
Yeah, come on, Howdy. Oh, well, I'll get to work on it right now, but Buffalo Bob, yeah? I'll need one thing. Yeah? A small picture of you. Small picture of me? Well, what's that got to do with a contest, Howdy? What do you want to... I should do it? Well, yeah, but wait a minute. I don't have a small picture. Now, wait, the last snapshot that I had taken... Oh, I gave that to the princess on my Uncle Marty's birthday.
Buffalo Bob, I still have it.
You do?
Oh, sure, I treasure that
Wonderful.
picture.
Well, will you lend it to Howdy?
Why, sure, Buffalo Bob. 1 second.
Yeah?
I keep it here in my moccasin here.
Sure.
You see, it's right here.
Sure, that figures. Oh, I remember this so well, Princess. Thanks very much. As a matter of fact, I remember the day that was taken. It was a very cold day, and I just had gotten a shoe shine.
Oh, did you?
Yes, sir. All right. Howdy, you wanted a picture? Buddy, you've got a picture. There you are, Howdy. Oh, thanks, Buffalo Bob. And you show a movie while I get to work. All right. Oh, boy. Good. Okay, Howdy. What an idea. Oh, I don't understand, though, what Howdy wants a picture for.
I don't either,
Kids,
Buffalo Bob.
Howdy said he wanted a picture. Now, what would he want a picture of me for the Bluster contest?
I don't know, Buffalo Bob.
Any of you kids have any... This little girl right here, stand up, sweetie. What's your name?
Noel Howard.
All right, Noel. Why do you think Howdy wants a picture of me for the Bluster contest?
Well, he might use it for a stamp.
Oh. You mean my picture for stamp? Well, let's... Anybody... this little... Stand up, sweetie. What's your name?
Elaine Mitchell.
Elaine, why do you think Howdy might want a picture of me for the contest?
Well, he might want it to, he might want to make a mustache on you and design you for somebody else, and maybe he can trick Mr. Buster out of it. But I haven't very much of an idea.
Oh. Well, wait a minute. There's only presidents on stamps. Most of them. Well, I don't know, kids. Maybe we'll find out. I hope we do. But right now, kids, it's old-time movie time on the Howdy Doody Show. Yes, sir, and our movie today is about a girl who was always late for work. Now, I don't know if you kids remember this girl or not, but her name, do you remember Clara Panko? Well, this is Clara Panko before she became a piano teacher. Clara Panko, she used to work in a store. And it was Doozle Flop's department store, was the name of it. And Clara used to love to sleep in the morning. And she used to sleep so late that she used to have to roller skate to work so that she could get to work on time. She didn't make very much there, Doozle Flop, so, whoops, she fell right into a motorcycle. Now this... I think you'll remember this fella. This fella is Buffalo Bullets. Do you remember him, huh? Yeah, well, Buffalo Bullets, he's down south right now. I think he's seeing some of our Howdy Doody fans down there. But this is Buffalo Bullets when he was back in Hollywood making old-time movies. And he got Clara Panko right there to work. Not quite in time, but you'll watch. No one knows that she's late, because watch what she's going to do. Now, there's those old baskets they used to have in department stores years ago to make change. They'd put a $10 bill in the basket, and then they'd pull the little switch, and the basket would go over to the cashiers, and the cashiers would put the change in the basket, and it'd go back to the department. Well, Clara just used that little change basket there to get to her department so that the boss wouldn't see her. Now, she's pretending that this dummy of a lady... She's pretending that the dummy of a lady is a customer, see? Now, there's Mr. Doozleflop on the right. He's the owner of the store. And this man here is Mr. Weinert. Mr. Weinert. Now, he is the, he used to be janitor, but they promoted him to, I think right now he's the what you call a floor walker. And he doesn't like Clara, you see, and he tried to get Mr. Doozleflop over there. He wanted to say, look, Mr. Doozleflop, she's late. But after all, he couldn't say she was late because she talked to a customer. At least they thought she was talking to a customer because this was the dummy that had been dressed up. So in the meantime, another customer comes in. Now, this is Mr. Doozleflop, see, who wants to make sure that his tie is nice and straight because he likes Clara Panko pretty well. Mr. Doozleflop stands right there. See, he's the owner of the store. And Clara's wrapping up a package this lady bought, and she ties the package to the string of the balloon held by this little boy who went shopping with his mother. And look at that. She gives the package to the lady, but the package went sailing into the air because the balloon carried it away. Well, those are two of the girls, Gertie Gager, they work in the store, too. And they're laughing at Clara because Clara likes Mr. Doozleflop. Now, here's Mr. Weinert. He's talking to another customer. This is Mildred Seibert, I think her name is. And, whoa! What happened, kids? That package with a balloon on it caught in Mr. Weinert's wig, and it took his wig. Uh-oh, he says, uh-oh. My face goes so far. That's Gertie Gager and Newton Kronzo's wife. They say, what? Why, look at that. The boss, Mr. Doozleflop, is calling Clara into his office. And Mr. Doozleflop says, look, you take these packages home to my house for me, would you please? And she says, oh, that's so nice. Now, you see, Clara thinks that she's going to have dinner tonight with Mr. Doozleflop and Mr. Doozleflop's mother. But really, you see the surprise that she gets when she goes over to Mr. Doozleflop's house. Well, here's Clara. She has all her packages. She got a tip of 25 cents and a nickel for the trolley. There was a bus strike then, kids, and that's why there's so many people on the trolley. So Clara hangs on. She's got the packages. She's on her way over to Mr. Doozleflop's house to deliver these packages for him. Now, in one of the packages, kids, there was a straw hat. And this horse coming along smells that straw hat. And horses like hay and straw, you know, so... The horse tries to snatch that bundle. So Clara gets over to Mr. Doozleflop's house. And she looks in and she sees that he is already married and has a family. And she says, well, I thought he invited me over to have him meet his mother. So she winds up with buffalo bullets going down the street in the motorcycle. Buffalo bullets fell out of the motorcycle. Careful, Clara. This was when Clara decided to give piano lessons and forget the rest. Quit the department store, bought the home on Grand Island, and taught piano. Careful, Clara. Careful. Oops. Whoops. Attaboy bullets. So she jumped, buffalo bullets caught her, and she asked him if he'd build a house. And he did. Well, kids, that's the end of our old-time movie for today. Well, now, Howdy evidently has some kind of an idea, kids. And I just hope it's a good idea because I think there's something fishy about Buster's
I did it! Oh, I'm getting better. Last time I was a dilly-dally, now I'm a Clarabelle ringer. Hey.
Oh, well, you keep practicing, Princess, and you'll be a real howdy-doody expert at Snap-a-Wink.
Gee, you think I'll ever be anything but a dilly-dally?
Oh, well, I don't know, Dilly, but boy, this game sure is fun. Ah, yes, sir, you're so right, Howdy. Kids, believe me, it's going to be just the thing for spring. Everyone is going to be playing Snap-a-Wink. So, boys and girls, you be the very first in your neighborhood to get your Snap-a-Wink game from your Pal Parrot dealer. You take Mom or Dad in tomorrow. Get your new Pal Parrot shoes. And kids, believe me, you're going to love them. Because in them you can run and jump and play all day. Now, just remember to get the shoes with the picture of Pal Parrot on the label inside every shoe. That's the way to tell that you've got genuine Pal Parrots. Oh, and say, remember, boys and girls, when you get your new Pal Parrot shoes, your dealer will give you the wonderful Snap-a-Wink game. Get yours tomorrow.
Well, Howdy, can you tell us something about your Lollapalooza idea now?
Oh, boy, you bet I can, Princess. The first part. Look at the peanut gallery door. The peanut gallery door? Nothing wrong with the peanut gallery door, Howdy. There's nothing here at all. Kids, bouncing buffaloes, look. A life-size, human-size, buffalo-size, Lollapalooza-size picture of me. Well, I don't get it, Howdy. Look. Kids, what does a Lollapalooza-sized picture of me have to do with a Bluster contest? A contest that's fishier than 70 sardines and allows no aboggy-awoods. Oh, and say, kids, when you hear the church bells ringing this weekend, now that's to remind you to enjoy one of America's greatest freedoms, the freedom to worship, the way you wish, any place, anytime. So, kids, for Howdy and me, you tell Mom that you'd like to go to Sunday school or to your place of worship.